Hello, it's Jakob from Flamingo Fixed. This is another training vlog about my preparation for the unknown race. I did one endurance block, 5 days of endurance riding, took my camera with me. That's what you're seeing now.
Hello, it's Jakob from Flamingo Fixed. Today I'm once again on my new giant TCR. The last couple of weeks there was either a lot of snow, a lot of rain or storm or a combination. So I haven't been riding outside very much, only for work and a couple of shorter rides. And now for the next days the temperatures are supposed to be moderate, around 5 to 6 degrees with a lot of sun, and I will use that to do some longer endurance rides outside. I've been doing a lot of indoor training and it's nice to be outside again. Today it's gonna be 180 kilometers, mainly flat, so let's see how the day goes. Okay, quick update. Battery of my front derailleur is empty, but this time I knew it would most likely be empty during this ride. It's still on the first charge, so this means it has done about 800 kilometers now, I think, within 8 weeks or something, or 10 weeks since I charged it, so I think that's okay. I will put it in the big ring and charge for, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours, and then that should be enough for the ride, I guess. Let's see. Okay, I've done 70 kilometers so far. It was a lot windier than I thought. Now there's maybe a forest coming up, or at least a couple of trees, but before it was just completely flat, exposed to the wind. Yeah, this will take a little bit longer than I thought, I guess. Besides just riding 180 kilometers today, I'm also experimenting a bit with nutrition and equipment. For example, finding out how long these batteries last in case I want to use electronic shifting for the unknown race. I'm also trying some new carbohydrates, see how I feel with them. Yeah, small stuff like that. I have these new winter shoes. Winter shoes, I think in minus degrees they are way too cold. But for temperatures like this, around 5-6 degrees, I think they're perfect. I mean, I really don't know how the temperatures will be mid-April in Austria in the mountains, so maybe I will even take the winter shoes because they're also waterproof. I don't know, but that's things I'm trying now so that I feel better prepared. And I'm also listening to Robert Musil's Der Mann ohne Eigenschaften, which plays in Vienna, so in my mind I'm basically already in Austria. Okay, 110 to go. See you later. Okay, the sun is about to go down, maybe half an hour or maximum 45 minutes until it's down. It's getting cold. I took my puffy vest out. Also I'm going directly into the wind, and the wind is cooling me down now. The ETAP battery is charged. I will put it back on the front derailleur. Going into the headwind, I might need the small ring today if I want to stay in the endurance zone. And then it's another 2 hours in the dark, maybe 2.5. Let's see how much daylight I have left. Okay, see you later. Hello, it's the next day. Yesterday, after the sun went down, it was so freezing cold I couldn't really use my hands anymore. Shifting was already really hard. Drinking and eating also. It was 0 degrees Celsius, but I think because of the wind chill that made it a lot worse. I mean, it wasn't really cold, but my hands were basically unusable. Today it's supposed to be a bit warmer, but right now it feels even colder than yesterday. I wanted to do 130 kilometers. Maybe I cut it short. Let's see, maybe it gets a bit warmer later. See you then. 2 hours in, it got a lot warmer, and maybe I take off my vest. It's also less windy today, plus I have the headwind in the first half of the ride, which also makes it a lot easier, or makes the way back a lot easier. About 50 kilometers done, so 80 kilometers to go. Should be okay for today. Okay, the sun is going down, maybe an hour of daylight left, but I also only have 24 kilometers to go, so should be enough to get home in time. I was kind of slow today, a little bit exhausted still from yesterday. I guess the cold really drained my energy. Also there were some pretty bad roads, but yeah, almost done for today. Maybe I will do another 100 tomorrow if the weather forecast is the same as for today. Then see you later. Ah yeah, and as soon as I'm in the shadows here, it's getting really cold again. So I will hurry up, get the last 24 kilometers in and then warm up. Okay, it is Monday morning. I am on my Dollinsetta, put the shallow wheels in. I will go for maybe 2.5 hours, try to be back for lunch. Then I might do another ride in the afternoon, maybe even an indoor ride. Sun is nice, it's a bit windy, basically same as the last days. Yeah, let's see how the day goes. Okay, I have the first hour done. I don't really know where I am. Somewhere in a forest, swamp thing. Because I went out without any track or any plan. It's actually super fun today, but I will still go home now because I didn't bring any food or water. Let's try to find a way back and get something for lunch on the way. Okay, I took a road and it became worse and worse. First gravel, then mud, and now I'm here in the middle of a field basically. I don't know if it's more annoying going all the way back on this road or trying to go somewhere there or there where I can see buildings on the horizon. I'm unsure. I went all the way back because the paths over the fields were really just way too muddy, and now I will have to take this federal street there that I wanted to avoid because it's always very busy and it doesn't have a cycle path and it's kind of annoying. I mean, that's also only a couple of kilometers, but still, that's why I was trying to find a different way. It is Tuesday. I skipped my second ride yesterday. Even though the weather was super nice, I was just a bit tired. I had to take a nap, eat properly and recover a bit so I could do another longer ride today. Maybe 8 or 9 degrees, a lot better than a couple of days ago. I think on the second third of this ride I will have a bit of a headwind, but then on the last third tailwind. Now it's coming from the side mainly. In the middle it will get kind of hilly. It will be about 150 kilometers. I started after lunch, but I didn't have lunch today. I started in the early afternoon. We'll probably have maybe 2 hours of riding in the dark again. Yeah, let's see how the climbing goes. I already ended up on a bit of gravel, but now I'm on this really nice tiny street here. Whenever I try to eat, drink or take my camera out today, I miss a turn. I'm about to approach the first of the bigger hills for today. There's basically two. This where I'm now, the Kolmberg and the Rochlitzer Berg, that probably have about 100 meters of climbing, or 120 even. This one has a bit of cobbles, a bit annoying, but I haven't been there in a while. The view is nice. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, according to my cycling computer, it's even 152 meters from the village up to the top. That's how it looks up here. You have this radio tower, this old tower. You can go on top and then you have a view, and then there is a resting spot for hikers and cyclists. And now I will do the descent, which will be as slow as climbing up here because it's cobbles and I will go really slow. I think it's 25 kilometers until the next bigger climb. Maybe doesn't look like, but these cobbles are really slippery. I was hoping that this part here where I have the headwind would be a bit more sheltered like it was before with a bit of forest, but I'm riding basically through a wind farm, so no shelter, a lot of wind. It's only 50 kilometers, and then if the wind doesn't stop or turn, I should have a good tailwind, I guess. 60 kilometers left, already getting dark. I mean, if it wasn't so overcast, I probably would have an hour of daylight left, but like this I will have to turn on the lights pretty soon. It's 5 kilometers to the next big climb, to the Rochlitzer Berg. Can already see it there. And then I should turn and have a tailwind from then on. I'm almost on top of the climb. It's getting dark. Then I have 50 or 55 kilometers to get back home. So maybe 2 hours in the dark. Maybe half an hour until it's completely dark. Okay, there I am. That's the top. Turning around. And then going back home.
After 4 days and more than 500 kilometers, this endurance block could have been over. When I came home from this last ride, Robert and Max were swifting and I joined them in the video call without riding, just talking to them, and Robert wanted to complete a certain amount of kilometers for this month. And then I looked at my numbers. It was 185 kilometers left to do 2000 kilometers in January. And of course I challenged myself to complete this in the last day of January. So the next day I woke up, I had breakfast and I rode 100 kilometers on Zwift. Then I had lunch, went out to work for a couple of hours where I did I think 35 or 40 kilometers, got back home and did another 50 kilometer indoor ride. So I think about 190 kilometers on that last day. And with that I did 2000 kilometers in 1 month, which is quite a lot for me. I think I have done it before, but in summer months. This felt like I unlocked some kind of achievement. Some of you might have seen it on Instagram already. To reward myself for this achievement, I got this big box of licorice. I'm already looking forward for the next month's training. I think I will do a little bit less endurance and a little bit more of interval training. Yeah, let's see what the next month brings. See you in the next video and goodbye.